Yes.
If you want, you can close your eyes. Perhaps John or Juan, you can mute everyone. Not
Yes.
because we want to hear your voices, but for sound interference. Or you can gaze softly down to the floor. And noticing any distractions around you, any sounds. We have six windows to take care of. And those windows are seeing, the eyes, hearing, sounds, taste, smell, sensing, sensations in the body. We have a sixth sense, thoughts, thinking. And perhaps you can bring now the attention to sounds, just hearing anything. Hearing sounds. And if there's a thought about the sound, thinking. And perhaps the sound and the thinking has a place in the body. Notice, see if you can bring the close attention and kind curiosity. Is there any tension in the body caused by the thought or the sounds? If there's no sensation, noticing what is there. And tuning into the attention, bringing all your attention to the physical body. And often what it helps me is to trust gravity and allow the body just to rest on the earth. Just resting on gravity. And you can even imagine that your body is like a big tree. Have roots, sensing the soles of the feet ingrained to the floor. The lower legs, the knees, the pelvic area. And just bring your close and kind curiosity to this part of the body. And this tree is connected to the earth by your roots, by your feet. And it's connected by your spine, by the top of your head. That's reaching up to the heavens. The branches are reaching up. And of course, your trees have branches. The branches being the shoulders, the arms, your hands. And just resting in that awareness. And notice that your back might be supported by the chair or the cushion, sofa, or might be supported by this space. Perhaps you remember the memory when you lie down or when you sit, and you remember the memory of support we are cultivating this craft that we call mindfulness to free us from our tendencies of our mind to be everywhere. So this practice is we cultivate being in the unfolding of life with wise effort, wise view, discernment, what is beneficial and what's detrimental. And not just beneficial for me, but also beneficial for others. And at this point, perhaps, if you want, bringing an intention to your practice. What brought you here? And as you said, your intention, just remembering that the mind gets very distracted. There are very seductive thoughts and emotions that takes us away from our intention. Not a problem. With kindness, without judging, you just guide your mind back to the present. Perhaps you can choose an anchor. Perhaps the touch of your feet on the floor could be the anchor, the touch of your hands, or sounds in the moment, or the breath. Every time the mind goes away from the movement that we're practicing, from the object of attention, we just bring it back kindly. This is what we call mindfulness practice. We don't call it mindfulness perfection. We call it practice. We are learning how our mind works just by observing. You might notice that there are sensations that cause thoughts and emotions, or since these thoughts and emotions causes sensations. Nothing just shows up like this. There's causes, conditions. So just for now, bring an awareness to your anchor, be in the breath for the body. And rest in awareness. Just in awareness. So you can notice the breath in the body. The same intention, with the same attitude, we continue to cultivate mindfulness, awareness with body movement. As you are dropping the right ear to your right shoulder. Attending to the left side of the shoulder. And what is helpful is to question, inquiry, what's here? What's here in this part of the body? What is this feeling in this part of the body? Is it tense? Is there pain? Perhaps there's opening. Oh, there's contraction. Just what's here? You don't have to have an answer, just by that. What's here? What's here brings you right in it. Now drop the chin down to your chest. And same here, what do you find? What do you find behind the neck? Is it pleasant, unpleasant? What is the texture? Is there pressure, openness? And what's in your mind? Are you trying to fix something? Are you trying to push yourself to stretch it or to get rid of something? All you gotta do is just pay attention without changing anything or judging anything. Now bring it to the left side. Drop the left ear to the left shoulder. And notice the side. Is it the same as the left or is it different? Left ear to your left shoulder. You can go as deep as you want. Sometimes when I go a little deeper, I find a little subtle emotion. Oh, I don't like this. I want this to be different. And we notice craving, wanting. And sometimes the wanting makes the tension bigger. So how about just let it be? Now come back to neutral. And if you don't have a problem with your neck, you can do big movements around as gentle as you can. But if you have a problem with your neck, of course, you can modify it. You can just do half a circle. And of course, you know, this practice it's your own practice. So you are the experts because you really know how your body feels. I don't. I know how my body feels. So please do any modification that you can. Listen to your body. The body has its own wisdom. Now reverse the movement. Yeah. See, enjoy it. Enjoy it. And if you have any expectations or you're striving, just notice, how does it feel, the striving? Does it feel contracted or open? Those are the two sensations that can be asked all the time. Am I contracted or am I open? And come back to the center. Come back to the center. Bringing both hands facing the ceiling. Bring both arms up. As you reach up, turn your hands towards the wall. It's almost like if you're pressing two walls away from you, and lower. Inhale, going up. Exhale, going down. Inhale, going up. Do a few on your own rhythm so you can follow your breath. Be noticing how's your mind. You can be judging or wanting the movement to be different. Just notice, oh, that could be a habit. And asking yourself, you can ask a question. Is this needed now? Or I just need to be moving or seeing? And if there's a strong judgment about the body is not functioning fast enough, or I can't move this arm, or I can't move it as well as I want, perhaps bring in a little compassion. And if your mind has gone away, bring the awareness to your arms. Bring the awareness to the sensations of your hands. Bring the awareness to this movement. And lowering. One last time. Inhale up. When you reach up, interlace your fingers and your hands towards the sky. And turn to your right. Come back to your center or your anchor. Your anchor is your breath of the body. And turn back and stretch. And look up. Interlace. And to the other side. Very gentle. With awareness. Just reminding ourselves that the practice actually is. The practice is not to exercise, which is very difficult to decouple the habit. The practice is actually to be present. All the sensations of the body are letting us know what is it that we need at the moment. Up, stretch it up, bring it back, opening the upper back. Up, and to the other side. One more set of this. Up, back behind the head if that's possible. Up, and to the other side. And when you reach to the other side, drop your right arm down. Drop it down. Feeling the transition, feeling the pause. And dynamically, we're going to move to the other side. We are utilizing the movements, these shapes, to practice, to be here. So we can stabilize our mind, activating that part of the nervous system that helps us to be centered. Some people call it be center, other people call it equanimity, other people call it to respond rather than react. Because quite often we are in this constant push and pull. How can we be just seeing the push and pull and be equanimous, be centered? Inhale as you go up, exhale as you extend and reach. Once in a while, you're also checking how is your heart. Are you having fun? Are you enjoying? Or are you rushing? That's a habit, the rushing habit loop. No, are you wanting? Oh, there's a place that you need to go later, and your body, there's a contraction in the body that it looks like you're carrying in a bag. How about dropping it? Grab the bag. Keep going on your own. And lift. One last time, and you're going to hold it to the right. You can extend the left arm and allow gravity. Just let go with gravity. Just let go. Just let go. Letting go. And if you can, just bring the left arm out and extend both arms. And coming back up, both arms, and let go. Diana is arriving, and just hold it here. Hold. Hold it to the left. Hold it to the left. And just remember, if the mind goes away, you bring it back to the ankle, to that side, that left side, the hip, the inner part of the left arm, and noticing the fingers, the fingertips. The reality is we are scanning the body in movement. Now bring the right arm up and extend both arms. And bring both arms up and lower it down. Welcome, Diana. Now this time we're going to inhale. Bring both arms up. And you're going to hold it there for a moment. Hold it there for a moment. And become aware of the shoulder blades. Become aware of the muscles between the shoulder blades. And bring your awareness from the neck down to the middle of the back, the spine, the lower back. And you're going to inhale and come back to the front. And you're going to exhale and explore this contraction from the lower back, the middle back, the upper back. So as slow as you do it, as more aware you become of the sensations, because quite often we can become automatically stretch this way, stretch that way, stretch this way. No, actually become awareness, practice awareness, awareness of the body, awareness of the sensations. And you can take your time. Awareness of front. There's so much to bring awareness to. It's long from the tail, from the tailbone. Every muscle, every vertebrae, every rib, back of the heart, the back of the lungs. Inhale, going front. Exhale, going back. Inhale, going front. Exhale, going back. One more time to the front. Bring both, interlace your hands, and hold it. Relax your neck. Relax everything down. Relax. Relax. Bring both arms up. This time open your arms, bend your elbows, and maintain your elbows at the level of your shoulders. Without hyperextending the neck, just look up, very gentle, and bring your attention to the middle back. Very often we are doing the dishes, we are carrying groceries, we are sitting in the computer, and those muscles don't take care of it. They really contract. They're really tense. And stretch the whole back. Now, very slowly bring your arms to the front and interlace them behind you and look up. Look up. Beautiful. Oh. Come back up. Both arms to the front of you. When you arrive up to the ceiling, your hands are going to scan your body and the front. So your hands are actually, the palms are facing the front of your body. Facing the front of the body. Extend them out. And lower. And as we finish this figure, we're going to transition to standing. Just standing. And again, you settle your body as you began at the beginning. We grounded the body. We imagine we are that tree that is ingrained to the floor from the soles of the feet and growing upwards toward the sky from the upper branches. Yeah, excellent. And this time, we're just going to swing the body back and front. But at this time, what I would like you to do, if that's okay with you, when you go front, you bend You actually go on your toes. When you go back, bend the knees and go on your ankles. Front on your toes, back to the ankles. The movement is effortless. So if you do it very strong, you're not going to get more. So just to let you know, it's just effortless. We're trying to shake any stagnated energy that is in the body. Anything that is constricted, is contracted. And as a matter of fact, what you can do is perhaps use this as a metaphor for just let go any rigid thinking or any thought that is there in the mind, and the mind is restless. And if you want, just to use the brain a little bit, both arms alternate them, and just allow your body just to rest. Allow your body to relax. Allow the body to relax. Relax here. Now bend the left knee. Bend your left knee and go on your tippy toes, so your right side. You can keep the arms on the side or relax and circle that. This movement allows the mobility of the hip, the mobility of the knee, the nourishing of all these joints, even the ankles and the toes, they are being nourished. Now you're going to reverse the movement. And as you notice, the right side is low, the right leg is light, and your left leg is heavy. It is solid. You're standing in it. One more time. Now from the light, bend the right leg, and it's converted the right leg in heavy, and the left on your toes is converted on light. So both light and heavy, they can coexist. And circling the left foot, knee, and hip. Reversing the movement. And relaxing. Now bend both knees. Bend the knees. We're going to do the bike. This is actually it's actually a movement that might work a little bit your heart and your lungs, and also steadying the mind. So as you go up, you bend one knee and go on your toes, right and left. It's like you're riding a bike. Remember, your knees are bent. The knees are really bent. And if you of course, you're welcome to sit and just flex the foot. Yeah, stretching the arches, stretching the calves, stretching the back of the legs, strengthening a little bit the legs. We sit a lot, strengthening those legs. You can do it a little faster. You can do it slowly. Remember, this is meditation or cultivation. Meditation really means cultivation, cultivating. Mindfulness is an art, so we're cultivating. Inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling, and coming back to neutral. And noticing how your body feels. Maintaining your feet at the level of your the level of the hips at the level of the shoulders. You're going to bring both arms up. When you arrive up, bring the back of your hands together and down to Mother Earth. Bend the knees. Remember, you bend the knees, you don't bend the back. The back stays the same. Inhale. You see, I'm looking to the front, to the monitor. So all of you, see if you can face the monitor. And if you find that your back is bending, you don't go lower. Because you don't really want to injure your back. I'm going to go on the side and show you. See, we go down, but the back doesn't bend. Up. And down. Up. All this repeated movements, this constant movements, actually relaxes the nervous system, helps us regulate our emotions. So anytime during the day when you find yourself a little restless, you can do just one posture, one movement. Or you can come back to the breath or sound, just to bring you back to your life, to here. Lift up and down. One last time. Up and down. Now stay here, the hands. Now we're going to do the reverse. Reach that energy from the earth and give it away. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. And down. And down. One last time. Inhale up. And relax the arms. Relax your arms. You notice how your whole body feels. You're standing. You activated the movements on the legs, and the body. Now the next one is we're going to practice balance, active balance. Bring the right leg up. You take a pause. Lower it down. Left leg up. Lower it down. Up. If you want, you can even flex the foot. And notice, are you rushing? Are you doing it really fast? Or are you taking the time, the pause, to notice the heaviness of one leg and the lightness of the other leg? To notice the brush of the air on your foot or on the leg. How is your mind? And if you're not here, you can bring yourself right back. Come back. If there's a heavy contraction, that's a heavy bag that we're carrying. Drop the bag. Drop that thought, a heavy thought or anything that it's taking you away from here. And lift. And listen, sometimes it's good to listen. Who is telling you, hurry up? Is there a voice on your head that tells you, hurry up? Or it's the habit, it's an impulse. Just noticing that. Now, hold that right leg up. You have choices. You can keep it up here, you can keep it on the side, or you can do it in the back. Or you can hold also on a chair. Remember, humility, wisdom is asking for help. So choose, see, play what works for you. Switch side. Taking your time, no rush. Lift. If your mind goes away to a plan, something that you have to do later, not a problem. Just notice that's where the mind went and come back. Lower the leg, shake your legs out, shake them out. And come back to the mountain, come back to your tree, and become the powerful tree, the solid mountain, that nothing moves it. Steadying the mind, harmonizing the mind, body, and heart. Yes, indeed. Now, inhale, we're going to inhale, and we're going to imagine you have a lake in front of you, and you skim in the lake. And you flex the hands to the back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep practicing. Exhale. Yeah. See if you can harmonize the space around you with the space inside you. The same elements that is in our body are in this space outside. And there's so much space inside the body. And we don't feel it sometimes because we fill it up. We fill it up with tension, contraction. And it's not your fault. It's not our fault. It is actually caused by our own habits, our own patterns of mind. Inhale. And flex the arms to the back. Inhale. And back. Inhale. And back. One last time. Inhale. And hold your arms to the back and flex. Flex the thumb towards the back. And to balance, we need to bring now that energy from behind us. And we flex the hands to the front. This time, actually, notice different parts of the body being activated. Inhale, going back. And to the front. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. One inhalation. One exhalation. In a way, we are massaging the body physically. We are massaging the body with the breath. And we are actually exploring the body with our mind. One last time. Come back to the center. Flex your hands with the thumbs going back to the back. And hold it. Shake the arms. And we do one more balance. The tree. Do the tree the most you like. And the most that you can. Sometimes the body doesn't want to do the tree. You can sit. You can bring the foot inside the calf or in the inner side, inner part of the leg. And the gesture of the hand, play with it, which one it works for you. And if you want, you can bring your attention to the palms of your hands. as you practice the balance. And if you fall down like I just did, not a problem. And when you're ready, just switch side. And again, you can focus. Perhaps if you cannot balance very well, you might be too much on thinking. I'm not doing it right. Do I want to do it perfectly? That actually could be an obstacle for the practice of the movement that we are at the present. Soften the mind. Perhaps there's a lot of judgment. Just soften that aversion. Shake your legs, come back to the center, and notice how your body feels. Notice how your body feels. Notice how the body feels. Now, the next movement is going to be a little more active, but just remember, we are taking pauses, and those pauses are so important. The transitions is where they bring us back to the moment. So bring one hand to the back, yeah? And imagine you have a ball on the right side, okay? You're gonna toss the ball out, you're gonna lift the right heel, come back to the center, focus on the hand, switch, and toss the ball, come back to the center. You bring the attention to the arm that is in front of you. And switch, toss the ball. I'm still taking a pause. Some of you are rushing the posture. The suggestion is to do it slow, slower, as slower you can. Inhale, toss the ball. Come back to the center. Change the arm. The arm becomes to the back. You're following the hand. The hand that goes up comes back to the center. Up. And slowly, 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 slowly. The slower you do it, the calmer the mind. Okay, now the next is both arms up. Imagine you have the moon up and you're looking at the moon and you're coming back to the center. Look at the moon. Reach for the moon. Come to the center. Reach for the moon. Back to the center. Reach up. One more time to the left, and we're going to finish with the right side. Finish with the right side. Coming back to the center. And now have a seat. The transitions are crucially important. And very gentle. You're going to imagine that on your tailbone there's a pencil, and you're going to just write a circle on the floor very slowly. Very small circle. Very small, 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 small. Bringing the attention to what they call it in martial arts. And in Qigong, they call it the lower dantian, or it's a lower portal of energy, right on your lower belly. Now reverse that circle. Now do a little bigger circle. Reverse the circle. Come back to the center. Now bring both arms. Then we're going to circle all the way down to the left side, left foot, and around. Up and around. Going to do 5 times on each side. This will be 3. This will be the last time. And we're going to switch the other way around. This will be the last time. Coming back to the center and up. Look up the sky. We're going to finish with the forward front movement. And just relax. Relax and hold. Relax and hold. Slowly. Come back up. Have a seat. Noticing how your body feels. What else your body needs at this moment? Bringing now your shoulders up to your ears. And exhale down. One more time up. And down. Now close your eyes if you prefer, or just gazing down. And noticing the body now in stillness. We just moved. Now notice the difference between movement and stillness, or relatively stillness. Noticing the body, soles of the feet planted on the floor. Perhaps you feel a little pressure of the air on the feet. Sensations of light pressure on the knees if they're bent. And feeling the weight of the body in the sitting bones. And feeling the upper body. Noticing the space where the body is located. Softening the face, softening the whole body. And bringing front and back mindfulness. Setting the intention to continue this kind of attention to every part of your body, every part of your life, while working, while having fun, playing. while performing any activities in your life. And perhaps thanking yourselves for bringing yourselves here. You've been practicing for several years now together. And this commitment says a lot about your commitment to self-care. And remembering that when we practice for ourselves, we practice for others. So wishing that the merit of our practice be a benefit to all beings. And with that, we thank you. And if you can stop the recorder, 1,